guess I gotta go get a pen. I should have done that first. In order to get my stuff out of the vehicle, the cops gotta sign off on it. Literally the same cops that I had to call 911 about making a safety issue resulting in me being harmed. Meanwhile, yeah, I still have to deal with being harmed. Let's take a look at what we got here. Andrew Wolnez over and over and over again.
He was on his bike. Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. Too goddamn slow.
I missed it because I had the camera on. It was just in my pocket. So, of course, in a 10-minute video, he did this like 9 times. Once when he's right across the street there on his bike, I don't notice him.
Goddamn, there he is again.
Let's see.
There he is again. Fucking goddamn. Oh, there he is again. Fucking goddamn.
Like literally, he just kept hovering around wherever I went. He made sure that he rode his fucking bike in front of me every goddamn time. Over and fucking over and fucking over again.
There he is again. Jesus Christ. See, here I am going the other way.
Meanwhile, I'm doing the protection over against him. It's still by the library. Come out and rode towards me as soon as I point my camera at him. He turns around. Of course, if I don't point my camera at him, he comes right at me and just keeps on coming. He doesn't give a holy fucking goddamn, and neither do you. Meanwhile, I got my vehicle took while I was incarcerated. Meanwhile, what was I incarcerated for? For trying to turn in Andrew Wolnez and Hunter Wolnez and their friends. That includes Cynthia's husband, John, who lives at 309 Birch, Tillamookkk, Oregon. Let's say that again. 309 Birch, Tillamookkk, Oregon. How do I know that? Well, see, here's the thing. Whenever you try to tell on cops, they don't care if you're being fucking harmed. Nobody does. None of these government agencies give a fuck if you're being harmed. None of them. Not a goddamn one. If you don't have a friend or family member who gives a shit, none of them give a shit. They're just going to rape you out of every goddamn thing you own. Got my vehicle registration card, which is nice. I got to buy insurance. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I need in order to get my goddamn vehicle. I don't get to go to sleep at night. Are you fucking kidding me? What, you think I'm going to fit in fucking fentanyl cab? You think I'm going to fit in at fucking tweaker camp? No, I don't fit in there. Yesterday I had to deal with some dude throwing a fucking tantrum. Why? Because I'm some horrible person? No. Because I wouldn't buy him fucking ice cream while he's fucked up on fentanyl. Jesus Christ, dude. It's bad enough. I got all these folks out here wanting to hit me up for cigarettes. Like, what the fuck, dude? Stop spending so much goddamn money on heroin and fentanyl and methamphetamines. Maybe you could buy your own cigarettes. You go out there and you panhandle. You got an able body, all right? I don't. But you're out there panhandling because you want fucking drugs. Or don't you get a job to support your drug habit, huh? Especially if you're going to be homeless out here on the streets. Fly in a sign telling people they're homeless to get a job. So yeah, that video there, it's It's a 10-minute video. He literally follows me around for 10 whole minutes. All right? 10 minutes and 15 seconds. See, this is where it starts.
Alright, I'm trying to find a fucking route to walk so I don't have to deal with Wolnez.
He had already encountered him
Drove
twice.
by his bike a couple of minutes ago. Had his face covered. I figured he saw me last minute, whatever. No biggie. But then he was just following me down the street. Up into that cubby hole there across the street.
Yeah, so I think
When I turned around and seen him. Like, fuck, dude. Just knock the shit off, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna put the phone back in my pocket. If I see him again, I'll point the phone at him. It just sucks. I gotta waste my battery on this. Fucking drizzling out. It's not to keep me wet.
So I put it in my pocket because it's fucking raining out.
Anyway, I'm not fucking hurting. And I gotta walk my happy ass all the way to storage.
I didn't make
But
it
once I
so
get there, I know that there's something good.
Come on.
There he goes on his bike.
Where?
Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. You goddamn slow.
I'm trying to hold the phone so there's not a glare on it. I'm literally trying to find a route where I can go and get myself into the plane.
I'm just gonna hold the fucking camera like this. If I see him, it'll be pointed at him. I just don't know if I'll be able to make the whole walk.
I'm getting tired of holding it up. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to zoom it out. God damn it.
Alright,
Don't I?
you're behind this bike.
That dog was somewhere on the property. Somewhere
Goddamn, here he is
I
again.
can see him on his bike. I started going down this street. He saw me, obviously. He saw me going down the street, going in the direction of him.
There's gotta be some fucking way to get this dude to fucking stop.
See him walking away from me. I got my camera pointed in the direction that he was coming from. But of course, no. Right around this fucking corner, and there he is again. You'll see him.
My son's friend's been up to this shit for a while. Nobody cares. They think it's all in good fun, I guess. It ain't. Oh, there he is again. Fucking goddamn. I'm tired. I'm trying real hard not to get it. All in good fun, I guess. It ain't. Oh, there he is again. Fucking goddamn.
It's a 10-minute video of Andrew Wolnez, who I have permanent protection order against repeatedly going around the block wherever I go. He's done this on multiple occasions. He just won't stop because I don't have a friend or family member helping me turn it in. The cops don't give a shit. They just assume everybody out here on the streets is a fucking druggie, a fucking junkie. This is not fucking okay. I don't have anybody that actually helps me to turn this in. Now, mind you, we're 3 minutes and 55 seconds into it. There's more. Meanwhile, I'd go to my vehicle registration crap. And my other vehicle registration crap. Without a person to understand that I am being harmed. Someone who's going to state loud and proud, yes, Sean is being harmed. These things are happening. I have seen the videos. I am speaking up. Instead of someone saying, have you gone here? Have you gone there? Have you gone here? Have you gone there? Y'all got no idea. Without a vehicle, I can't do any of this shit. Not that it matters. Meanwhile, Andrew Wolnez and his son are two of my biggest predators here. It's magically okay. No, it's fucking not. It's absolutely not. Anyway, there was another gentleman I was speaking with. Let's see if this is. No, let's see. We'll go look at him. It's already recording by the time I noticed the youngin's there. He's 18, by the way.
Sure. Long time no see. Shitty. I called the cops for some of them idiots you were hanging out with down there throwing shit through my window again. Well, some of them ain't kids. That Hunter Youngin, his dad's been stalking me since September 21st. He's been putting rocks through my window. He kicked in the whole side of my vehicle. When I called 911 on him, the cops come and fuck with me and charged me with improper use of 911. So then I was calling the non-emergency number, and they still charged me with improper use of 911. Then they had to drop the charges, put me in the hospital on suicide watch. Yep. I saw your phone. Yep. I gotta come up with some money to get it out. I got enough to pay for the tags and to pay for the. They're gonna do $150 tow. But other than that, I gotta come up with enough money for insurance too. But I live off of my disability money, which isn't enough to live on. That just makes me sound like a jackass. Yeah. Half the time I am. Well, they're making me. I mean, I've had to walk one end of the town to the other. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm autistic, I wouldn't be able to walk even. You know, I mean, I don't have the same pain tolerance as others. I have a much higher pain tolerance, but I'm tearing my body apart doing that. Okay.
Alright, so we got this guy here calling himself Jarvis J, 14-inch gangster. Dude, get the hell off my channel, okay? Yes, this video is fucking new. It was just made yesterday. Yes, it's new. I get messed with everywhere I go. It's not just 5 years ago. Everywhere I go. How about instead of just typing stupid shit on here, how about you pay attention to the goddamn story, you fucking chump?
Andrew Wolnez.
This is from just a few days ago.
Well, I haven't seen them in a couple of days. Yeah. They are. Well, you didn't do it. I mean, the thing is, there's a few people down there that were all right, and there was a few that weren't. And, you know, I'm not going to pretend that they weren't screaming racist stuff before the whole Christian Alexander thing. But when you went down there and was threatening to kill him, there was like 6 dudes that first day that were messing with me. And then, of course, they kept calling me over. And if I didn't go over there, they'd come and park their vehicle next to mine and start talking at me. And, like, it creeps me out because they're kids, you know? I mean, sure, they're old enough to drive, but yeah. And plus, they're racist little assholes most of the time. And then there's the whole, well, he wants you to suck his, he wants you to suck his. I don't even want to be here.
This youngin was there for that.
And then they wanted to scream at me that I'm a pedophile. And oh my God, you guys were the ones who were like screaming that stuff at me. Of course, with me being guilty as I am, I can't get violent. And if they're violent with me, all I can do is take it. When they throw rocks through my windows, one of those rocks they put through my window, I was in the car when they threw it in there. And, you know, there was at least 3 other rocks that they put through my windows. But, and the can of soup went flying through my rear window. I was laying down in my car. It goes through my rear window and smacked off my dash, like right next to my head, went through my whole car. I'm like, how the fuck did it miss everything off the way in?
The driver's side rear windshield, or driver's side rear
Well,
window.
because the side window was busted out. And it went right through the back end of that in like a perfect angle to slide just over the top of the cardboard and slide in between the roof and the cardboard over there. But, you know, it still freaked me out. And if that had hit me in the head, I'd be fucking dead. You know? Yeah. Hey, you got to see a lot of it, hear a lot of it. Like, they full on held a little wannabe KKK rally for me. And the first thing you hear on the video, like, I'm like 40 minutes into a video. It's got nothing to do with them. And I'm like, you know what? They haven't messed with me today for once and forever. You know, at least they're not saying anything. And then the next thing you hear is 3 girls screaming the N-word at me.
That's why it
And
was
some
in my
idiot
pocket.
getting on the bullhorn and saying, we're not saying anything racist. Meanwhile, that voice is telling me that because he pulled up next to me over there just off the Hook Bridge or whatever it's called. And he was screaming at me, hey, can I suck your... I'm like, oh my God. Y'all just leave me alone. Miss Rihanna, good to see you again.
It's been a while, what?
Yeah, I'm getting old now.
That was Rihanna. She's the one who said if she saw anybody messing with me, she'd shoot them. Don't fuck with her. She might shoot you. All right, so yeah, this is still ongoing. What they arrested me for? Improper use of 911. Well, it's not improper use of 911. There's more than one emergency here, like how the police treat me, and how, because I have to call them by myself, it's their word versus mine, regardless of the fact that I record it. I tried to turn this stuff into trucks. Well, he just bullied me. Played stupid.
Well, there's a lot of people that keep offering to hurt people, but I'm like, I don't want anybody hurt. I don't like it when people beat on me. When you get older, that stuff's parts that you remember. Like, sure, you smacked your leg real bad when you were 6, and you don't really notice it until you're 60. And then you feel every bit of it. Yeah. But yeah, even after getting a permanent protection order, and Wolnez never stopped. No, you don't care. Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me. That one guy was telling me that he was getting his fentanyl from him, but then, you know, he's like, all right, it's not fentanyl. He does meth. I'm like, well, you know, I don't give a shit either way. What I give a shit about is meth. But, yeah, you know, I grew up in the system with a bunch of people who were in there because they were on drugs. I wasn't allowed to live with my parents because they were on drugs. But I have to spot all Yeah. But, you know, and this story, you know, they said if you want the drugs, you can have the drugs. The problem is that they're leaving them out here to make everybody look bad, and they're fucking with people like me. And then, of course, I'm getting cops saying, oh, well, you can use the drugs. Are you kidding me? Look at my hospital paperwork. There's no drugs in my history. But you take a look at my hospital paperwork. It also says police officer said that I'm on drugs. Why didn't they fucking test me for drugs at the hospital? Rocket science?
And that's something that's really screwed up. Now, you guys might not consider marijuana a drug, but if you admit that you smoked pot 5 fucking years ago, they'll write that down on your hospital paperwork. It makes them money, okay? That's what it matters about, right? Money, money, money. We make a lot of money for the counties. Your federal tax dollars, your tax dollars that you earned, that I earned. That's right, I used to be a part of the workforce, believe it or not. And what is it going to? It's going to throwing disabled people out on the streets to victimize them for being fucking homeless. While we're being victimized by other homeless people. While we're being stolen from and taken advantage of by people in houses. While people who have a roof over their head and families in the general vicinity who should be taking care of their families instead of fucking with me want to fuck with me instead, and I can't do a goddamn thing about it.
Not. So I got a bunch of stuff that shows that they didn't take blood tests and they didn't take UAs, and when they did, it showed that I had nothing in my system. So I'm like, where's this drug history y'all keep referring to? Because I'm homeless, I must be on drugs. And then the situation with Natalie, they're using that as an excuse. Oh, you stalked that little girl. I'm like, first of all, I ran her off just like I was trying to do with you guys. Like, all right, if you're going to be a little fucking pisswad, please stay away from me. For the most part, you know, I was parked in there because I didn't have nowhere else to go. And the only time I pulled out and pointed my camera that direction is when I hear that one girl fucking screaming like she was being beaten to death. Yeah, I was, they just were screaming for the mother. You know? Well, kind of like Kyron with that play pistol or whatever. Like from the angle I was at, and it was dark. Like it looked like some dude pointing a gun at another dude.
Which it was.
And that, well, I mean that's literally what it was. But it, you know, I don't know if it's a real gun or a pellet pistol. And then I got yelled at for that. I'm like, they're just kids fucking around, they're just playing. You don't fuck around like that. That'll get you shot. And and that's what I was trying to explain. Like, I don't mess around with guns. I don't own any guns. I'm not interested in using any guns. If someone's going to get shot, it's going to be me. Yeah. The other thing is, you know, I keep getting told, well, you wanted this. If you brought this on yourself, and, you know, you should have walked away. I'm like, you know what happens when I walk away? I get punched in the back of the head. As long as I'm facing, they think twice about it. Get up in my face and try to
Shit, we got videos of Andrew Wolnez punching me in the back of the head. The back of the head. Approaching me, yelling at me, approaching me, punching me, and then playing victim. Over and over again. Anyway, I gotta try to find insurance. I was able to find some, but it's like $170 or something. Let's see. Thing's still open. Oh. God damn. Let's see what other pictures we got here. Here's one from this morning. I think in this one I ran over myself in general.
I didn't say anything. So this means you're guilty. What?
I think it's Jason this morning.
I've been trying to email it. I got their email address. I got that too.
At this point in the conversation, he's trying to tell me how to turn it in about my rights and stuff. We'll go back a little bit. A lot of times he talks about smacking people with stuff, spraying them with my pepper spray, things like that. Most people do. Their ideas for me is that I should get violent, do they not? See that I'm a small person, that I'm disabled, that I don't move quickly. A lot of these guys will tell me you should chase after them. What? Wolnez is on a fucking bicycle. I'm on foot. When I see him, I go the other way. That's not how it should be. He should have been arrested for assaulting me repeatedly. I'm only quote-unquote mentally ill when it comes to discrediting me and ignoring me and blowing me off. Now, there's a lot of abuse that I had to endure both in the jail as well as in the hospital here after they released me. No, they fucking didn't release me. They shipped me to the fucking hospital to prevent me from having access to my evidence, to prevent me from having access to my vehicle. That's what they're locked up for, too. I wasn't put in jail because I'm some sort of bad fucking apple starting shit with everybody. I was locked up because I fucking told on real goddamn predators like David Martinez and Hunter Wolnez. You don't want to consider Hunter Wolnez a predator? No, 100% he is. You get to hear the conversations of people who, well, hung out with him. The video before this one that I was playing, that's one of the youngins that used to hang out Tillamookkk Sporting Goods parking lot. I've seen him several times since then. He's been apologetic. He says he was sorry. He even gave me a few bucks once or twice. It's better than nothing. At least it's something to eat, but I got to make a bunch of phone calls and get a bunch of stuff ready to. I got to try to get tags for my vehicle. That's like $116. I got to get insurance, which is like $170. You know, that's $400 right there. Or $300 anyway. And then there's the $90 that the police want. And then the $150 for the tow. I live off of $800 a month disability, and majority of that went to what? Well, I gotta pay for storage for my stuff, don't I? I gotta be able to eat, don't I? I gotta pay to have a fucking phone so I can make these phone calls, don't I? Meanwhile, I got nowhere to go. There is no place for me to go. All these people got this idea. Why don't you go to this place? Why don't you go to that place? Oh, I heard there's housing here. I heard there's housing there. How about you go with me? Instead, what you fucking heard, how about go with me? And we'll hear it from the horse's fucking mouth. Or you can listen to my videos over and over and over and over again, where I went and talked to the horse myself, and you can hear it out of the horse's mouth. Meanwhile, you could save us all the trouble and just listen to the videos that I got. Come in here, sit down with me, listen to it. No problem. Are you capable? No, don't give a shit. Calling the police number here.
You have reached the Tillamookkk City Police Department outside of regular business hours.
Must be
If this is
lunchtime.
an emergency, hang up and dial 911. Our office is open to the public from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. If you need to talk to an officer right now, hang up and call
Monday through Thursday, and it's Friday.
815-1911. But if you have a question regarding records, property, or evidence, stay on the line and leave a message. Thank you.
Hello, this is Sean Schwartz. You guys stole my vehicle and I'd like it back. I'm jumping up through all the hoops that I'm being asked to. You guys are literally financially raping broke people. I mean, how am I supposed to jump through any of the hoops that you expect me to when you keep stealing things from me and pressing false charges? My name is Sean David Schwartz. All right, I'm jumping through everything that I can and spending my disability money that it is required for me to survive on for a month. Every single month, I'm spending it on jumping through hoops for you guys. You're just raping broke people. That's all you're doing. My name is Sean Schwartz. My phone number is. Oh, come on. Anyway, please give me a call back. I don't have the money for any of this. Why don't you guys just treat me like a person? Come on now. My name is Sean Schwartz. Not that anybody's gonna assist in any way, shape, or form, but just in case. I think that's it. Cash.app/Dogged Roman or cash.app/@Dogged Roman. I can't remember which. The person I was trying to speak to was the police department here. This is yet another phone number for them. They got like 11 different phone numbers. It's stupid. Anyway, it's only the 17th. I don't have any money. All right, in order to get my stuff released, I gotta go spend a bunch of money I don't have. Meanwhile, it's stuff. Let's show you. David Martinez. David Martinez. David Martinez. David Martinez. You see that? David Martinez. David Martinez. Yeah, I was physically and psychologically tortured in the jail too, but it's okay, isn't it? This person calling themselves the yellow wallpaper typed what happened. Well, a lot of stuff happened. I've been trying to turn in Andrew Wolnez and his son and their friends since last year. Since June, early July last year. Now, Andrew Wolnez himself didn't start in on his trap until the 21st of September last year. Meanwhile, out of all the people here who claimed that they were my friends and claimed that they would help me to turn it in, who ever did? Nobody. Not one person ever made any actual goddamn effort to turn it in. What they made efforts to do is pawn me off on somebody else. What they made efforts to do is tell me what to do. What they made efforts to do is tell me about themselves. What they made efforts to do is offer to do a bunch of shit that was absolutely useless. And this person calling themselves the yellow wallpaper typed again. What happened? All right, dude, stop typing. First of all. Second of all, be a human being. You have a name. My name is Sean David Schwartz. That's my name. All right, my name isn't the yellow wallpaper. The reason that I have a gamer tag is because I like playing video games. I don't get to play video games because all of my stuff is full of evidence of fucking harm against me that nobody looks at, nobody cares about. How many times have I recorded assaults against me, huh? Natalie Bollinger's sister situation is such a fucked up situation. Meanwhile, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't have any friends or family who give a fuck. That right there is the deciding factor in whether or not I'm treated like a human being. Do I have a friend or family member who gives a fuck? No, I don't. Jake. I have physical disabilities that make it difficult for me to get anything done.
50380. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Well, that works.
Hello?
Hey, Claire, it's Sean.
Oh, hey, I'm actually in the middle of a client call. Can you call me back in about 2 hours?
I can certainly make the effort.
Okay, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
It's
You're
very,
good.
very important that I stay on this call, that I didn't want to ignore the call. So,
You're
2
good.
hours?
Yes, ma'am. Sounds good. Bye.
Okay. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am. She's in Larimer County. Different state now. She was here in Tillamookkk. She's another victim of the abuse here, including by the people at Helping Hands. I gotta use the bathroom, but I'll be right back. I had to spend all morning trying to get this thing up and running. Yesterday too. It's been a total of about 5 hours, 6 hours now overall. They allowed me to have this room until 1, which is about an hour past the 3-hour limit, so they're being kind to me. I still don't have anyone to help me turn in the abuse. I was told I should go to the Tillamookkk Elks Lodge to see if anyone there is able to help. I don't know anybody there. The Moose Lodge is for private only. You gotta be a member of their club. So I guess I'll be going to the Elks Lodge in just a couple of minutes. If you wait just a moment, I gotta go pee. Anyway, my legs are killing me. Good to meet you, Jake, I guess. on my channel. Again, predators like Hunter Wolnez, Andrew Wolnez, David Martinez. David Martinez has been going quite a bit after the elderly, the disabled, and the homeless. The homeless are not a protected class, but the elderly and the disabled are. I'm not elderly, but I am disabled. They ignore my disabilities unless they can abuse those disabilities to harm me. Like when they allow me the fact that I'm autistic, but only when they can try to play it off like I'm mentally retarded. Or like I might be delusional or schizophrenic. Officers that I've had to try to turn into themselves. Well, what are they going to do in that situation or scenario? I'm literally forced to turn in my predators to my predators. Imagine if you were raped and you had to turn in your rapist to himself. Imagine if Kyle Rittenhouse shot your dad in the head and you had to turn that in to Kyle Rittenhouse. Imagine Jeffrey Dahmer is drilling holes in your head and trying to eat your genitalia, and you have to turn that into Jeffrey Dahmer. Not okay. Hunter Wolnez and his friends have been at this a while. So have the police. The police have been involved in this harassment since I first got here. Primarily Lynn Lothman, Trent Olson, David Martinez, Timothy Sadler, Nick Croxall as well. I didn't know all their names when I first got here, but I'm learning quite a few. I'm also going to bring up some names out of the jail. There's a couple of guards there I kind of like. All of them fucked up, but a couple of them I kind of like. One of them is Jungling, Jungling. And another one is Taylor, Taylor. I've seen both of them since I got out of jail. I was literally in jail for calling 911 in a state of fucking crisis. And yeah, you goddamn right, they played on that every fucking bit of it. Mentally ill. That means that I have no rights unless you speak up with me. Are you going to do that? No. If I send you evidence, are you going to look at it and help me speak up? No, you're not. None of you are. None of you care. Beyond entertainment, none of you have any reason to be here. You come here for entertainment. You come here because you're bored. You come here because rabbit hole. Some of y'all are here because your kids are assholes and you know it. You want to see if it's one of your kids doing this so you can paddle him once he gets home. I don't want him paddled. I'd like for him to have to spend some time in jail. I'd like for the people who keep beating on my vehicle to not be able to beat on my vehicle anymore. And I would like to be able to, well, as someone who gets the mentally ill treatment when he calls the cops, I'd like someone to actually call the cops with me when the shit happens and help me to force it into their hands. There is a way to do that. But the most important part there is you don't make the victim go in alone. You don't go in uneducated on the situation. If your daughter was raped, you'd want to know the who, what, when, where, and why. You wouldn't continually postpone it and try to make your daughter feel like she's a horrible person because she literally needs your help. Stupid. Andrew Wolnez and his son, and of course, them youngins from the Tillamookkk parking lot, our Tillamookkk Sport Goods parking lot. They're a bunch of punks. I've had to do a lot of stuff to try to make room on my computer. With my physical disabilities, I can glide pretty fast on a straightaway, but I'm not always on a straightaway. Sometimes I gotta go uphill or downhill, and both of those are painful. Not that it matters. If you're not going through it, it's not a problem, is it? Mm. So, yeah, stalking. Now, Andrew Wolnez has a long history of this. It's the difference between me and my predators. My predators actually stalk me and then play fucking victim. Andrew Wolnez has been busted repeatedly assaulting me and then playing victim, threatening me and then playing victim. It's fucking bullshit. Andrew Wolnez is one of the locals here in Tillamookkk. He does a lot of mean, stupid stuff, such as womanizing. He's got kids, but he's not raising any of them. He stalks his exes. I've never had an ex. I've been interested in some women enough to ask him out, mostly because I was told I was supposed to. But, I mean, really, I'd rather have a friend. Thing is, your best friend of 20 years will still ditch your ass over a permanent, no, not even a permanent penis. Some temporary dick. You know, people get horny and their brains go right out the fucking window. Then they want you to feel sorry for them every time. You know, you're led by your dick. You're led by your vagina. You're not a loyal friend. You've got an addiction, same as anybody else. Your addiction is sex. Oh, you know, she might be the one. No, she's not. Not if you're thinking with your dick. Not if she's thinking with her vagina. Anyway, I got about 30 minutes to get my stuff packed up and go find a place to put it. I don't know what the dude is. I do know that he's a physical abuser. A lot of people have hatred towards anybody who they feel is lower social class than them. You can tell if somebody believes that way by when you go to them for help. If they think you're a lower social class, you're less of a human being, they'll sit there and talk over you and give you a bunch of suggestions. They're not hearing what's going on. They don't care who, what, when, where, or why. They want to pawn you off on someone else or try to make you feel like shit. Even after they promise to help you, they'll go out of their way to try to make you feel like shit. This person, Jarvis J, typed that he just got out of prison after 10 years, and he gets how BS the cops are, courts are. Good luck, bro, he typed. Well, thank you. That doesn't give me a safe place. It also doesn't take into account the reality of my situation, though, with my physical disabilities, having to walk everywhere, having to carry all this stuff, and having nobody to actually help. Everybody's got suggestions. Nobody actually tries. they'll try for their suggestions. Like Vicky Rain, she promised to help me to turn in the assault at the hospital. Did she help me to turn in the assault at the hospital to the people it needed to be turned into? No, she wanted to fucking mess around with the hospital, and she wanted to waste 3 of my days arguing over it and interjecting a whole bunch to tell me about her backstory. I don't give a fuck about her backstory. That doesn't help me. Telling me 4 or 5 times your same story over and over again, that doesn't help me. I don't mind listening to your story. If we're helping you or this is something you need help with, then yes, me listening to your story is a valid thing. But if you're just talking to hear yourself talk and I offer to help you and you go, oh no, I got people to help me with that, well then why the fuck are you talking? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get my stuff out this week. They wouldn't let me get my stuff out unless this cop signed for it because it's under a police hold. Like, what the fuck? Let's find out what this is. It says case number 2024-2520. But is it billing acceptability? That's all they give a fuck about. And my address, according to them, is transient. How about fucking human being? Transient is a fucking monster label. That's what it fucking does. That's what it is. It fucking used to harm us over and over and over again. We're not people. We're transients. We're not responsible. We're transients. We never worked a day in our life. We're transients. We move all over the place because we're transients. No. We are fucking bullied anywhere we go. And who the fuck among you is going to lift a goddamn finger? None of you. Until you're homeless. And then the only person you're going to try helping out is yourself, even at the expense of other homeless people out here, and especially those who are smaller than you. Those who have what you consider a disposable income, to them it's their livelihood. But to you, it's an extra pack of cigarettes, another bottle, a hamburger. Anyway, what chance do I have? What are you guys ever going to do to actually help out when it makes a fucking difference? You're going to get on here and ask a bunch of questions. Don't get on and ask any questions. Get on and listen. Let me tell you what's going on instead of typing, what happened? Jesus fuck, dude. Am I to fucking stop every time one of you goddamn idiots gets on here and types that? I have to stop what I'm doing to start over just for you. Your life is that important. You are that much more important than everybody else. You are that much more important than me trying to get help stopping the abuse. Just don't. If I tell you something, oh, you never dated? No, I never dated. I told you I never dated. Ask me again. Type it 30 more times. What, you never dated? No, I fucking never dated. I've never been out on a date ever. I've never dated anybody. That's unimportant. Who is he? Well, he's a dude who keeps assaulting me. Obviously. I explained that the fuck already. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do you ask a question after I've already answered it? And that right there is a big fucking kick in the seat that shows you have no respect and that you don't care and that you're not going to do anything to help with the situation. And that's my frustration with being forced to go to YouTube or Facebook to try to get help, is that nobody gives a fuck. I'm still disabled. The laws are not being followed, but not a single goddamn one of you is going to help me to stop the abuse. Meanwhile, the people that abuse me, well, they've got plenty of fucking assistance. Andrew Wolnez isn't doing this by himself. Hunter Wolnez isn't doing this by himself. David Martinez isn't doing this by himself. Lynn Lothman isn't doing this by himself. Two names. Oh, there's more than two names. Andrew Wolnez, Hunter Wolnez, Oh, it froze up. Andrew Wolnez. Hunter Wolnez. There's hundreds actually. The other wallpaper typed I'm at work and had to step away. What did they do? Well, sir, you can go through my channel and we can go through what they did, but I've got to shut down my computer and everything else now. I won't be able to have access to get on here again until tomorrow, so I guess we'll try that. Literally, I'm being taken advantage of because I don't have any friends or family. Nobody gives a shit to speak up with me right away. I need somebody who gives a shit about the fact that a disabled person's being abused. When I'm talked over, I need somebody to interrupt him and say, hey, you don't get to interrupt him. He's telling you something important. You need to pay attention. You need to write it down. We get to see it time and again. Nobody writes anything down. Like we finally get a situation after everybody want to make excuses for months and months and months while they can't do a goddamn thing. Yes, you fucking can. You can fucking stop being such an idiot. Stop procrastinating. Stop wasting time. Actually listen to the victim instead of making suggestion after suggestion, because we never get anywhere over your suggestions. This person calling themselves the yellow wallpaper type. I don't know what they did. I've been explaining since I started the goddamn video what they did. Holy fuck. What did Andrew Wolnez do? Fucking assaulted me repeatedly. He's been stalking me since fucking September 21st of last year. His son, Hunter Wolnez, has been stalking me since at least June or July of last year. Screaming racial slurs at me, assaulting me, throwing stuff through my windows, threatening to kill me and my friends and family, threatening to shoot me. There's a whole bunch. The yellow wallpaper typed I'm at work. Well, that's fine. You got a job where you're able to watch this stuff while you're at work. Cool. I don't see how that matters to me or how it should matter to me. If you're saying that you're doing something that you're not supposed to, don't tell me that. If you're letting me know that you're kind of crunched for time, well, that's not my problem or my choice. I mean, if you're willing to help, sure, I might invest some time, but you know what? I invested a lot of time into people who literally invested no time back into helping turn this in. So what good are they? What help are they? Meanwhile, obviously it's Friday. There's no way to get my stuff out. Hey, text, sir, I'm explaining myself. You don't need to. You don't need to. This story isn't about you. You can go back through and listen to it later. Please understand that I'm frustrated, and all of the questions that you're asking, I've already answered over and over and over again. Now, we can go into the details, but I'm busy interacting with you because you won't stop typing. Now, you do understand I'm trying to get help here, all right? I'm trying to get help. I'm trying to get help stopping assaults. I'm trying to get one person to talk with me one-on-one. Not on Facebook, not on YouTube. Someone who will actually interact with me as if I am a human being, which none of you are capable of. None of you. The moment people find out I'm autistic, they start asking questions as if I'm retarded. Like, holy shit, if you missed part of it because you're at work, that's not my problem. You can go back through and listen to the video. If you feel that you have to explain yourself because you feel like you're being attacked, you're not being fucking attacked. Nobody's fucking assaulting you. If you feel like you're being personally attacked because I'm cursing, keep in mind that I'm only cursing to put emphasis on what's going on. There are important things going on, like me having to deal with this Wolnez feller over and over and over again. Anyway, I have to end this video because I got to pack up my stuff. I got nowhere to go. I'm fucking homeless. I can't carry all this shit. I got back issues, leg issues, feet issues, and meanwhile, yeah, I gotta fucking keep on walking. I can't get a goddamn thing done. And now I have my fucking vehicle stolen, so I got no way to fucking fix it. All of my money that was gonna go to fix my fucking vehicle is getting spent on trying to get it out of the fucking impound. And there's no way in fucking hell that I can afford to do any of this because all my disability money is fucking ripped off every goddamn month after month after month after month. I've gone to the people here at the library dozens of times about the fucking assaults that I've endured on their fucking property, and they won't do a goddamn thing about it. Yeah, my car was stolen by the fucking cops. They fucking had me arrested for calling 911 to try to turn in the assaults by Andrew Wolnez and his fucking friends, the vandalism by Andrew Wolnez and his fucking friends, and there's the goddamn cops fucking helping them, fucking bullying me when they show up, fucking calling me a goddamn liar. They can see the fucking busted goddamn windows. But they play fucking stupid because not a single one of you motherfuckers is gonna fucking make a call with me to them to make sure that I'm fucking heard. If I send you evidence after evidence after evidence, what are you gonna fucking do? You're gonna waste my fucking time. The yellow wallpaper type, was your charge dismissed? Yeah. That doesn't detract from the fact that all my stuff is fucking took now. Every fucking bit of it. They fucking came and took my car knowing that I was in fucking jail on false goddamn charges. That I didn't have the money for a real goddamn lawyer, and there's no fucking public pretender here. So you know what I gotta do? Just sit in fucking jail and fucking literally bash my head off the goddamn wall. Literally, that's what I had to fucking do. He types, they should give it back. Then no, dude, they're not gonna fucking give it back. They want me to fucking pay them money and get it all fucking legal. I can't get it legal. I have no goddamn money. The money that I was going to spend to get my vehicle legal, I had to fucking spend on a whole bunch of other shit. Like getting it out of the fucking impound before I can fucking fix it. How the hell am I going to come up with that money? I don't have it. I'm a fucking broke, disabled person. A lot. It's $90 to pay the police for just the stuff that they want. All right. Then there's fucking the time that it's been locked up. All right. Then there's the fact that they want the tow bill, which is $150 for that, plus 80 something dollars per day after that. I got fucking evidence in there that I fucking need to show that I am the goddamn victim, but none of you are helping me with that. Fuck you, dude. Fuck my goddamn ring, all right? It's made out of a fucking suicide blanket. You like it? Good. You like my ring? Now fucking stop changing the fucking subject, you fucking twit. Get the fuck off my goddamn channel. You're fucking overwhelming me, okay? Do you not see that I'm fucking trying to answer your fucking shit? You won't fucking stop typing? Stop fucking typing. Stop typing. Stop. Let me answer a fucking question before you fucking rapid fire at me again. Fucking stop. Hopefully you can see my email address. It's a lot. I got to come up with 170 for insurance. I got to come up with like 116 so that I can pay off my the tags to put them on there because they expired last month. I got to come up with an address. They put transient on my stuff. They're going to ask me if I have anything that's in the last 3 months from the address that's there. No, I haven't fucking lived there. I never lived there. I was there for 6 days. How much is it? Let's see. I don't have a pen. 170 plus 116. That's around about 300. 300 plus the 90 for the police, which probably have a little bit more added on to it. So we'll make that around $100. So that's $400. They want $150 for the tow, which was only if I got it out this week. So that's $550. Let's see. What else did I need to get? Fuck. And the title. I had this thing, which is the Oregon. Let's see. Vehicle transaction summary, payment summary. What's this one say? Vehicle registration card. It's a 94 Honda Civic. It's also been beating the crap out of. In order to get it running, it's going to cost likely a fuel pump. And I don't know what that'll cost. I can look that up right now, actually. The company that had it is Burden's Towing in Tillamookkk, Oregon. Burden's. The problem is that the police, before I can do that with Burden's, I have to take care of this stuff with the police. It's got a case number on it. Come on, camera. Case number 2024-2520. For being illegally parked, I guess. Some crap like that. There's no actual citation that I have though. Altogether, it's gonna cost close to $1,000. A little over 700. No, I don't have that. I had to pay people to drive me out so that I get some stuff out of property in Evans. I had to pay some people to help me to get some stuff out of storage. I have to pay people to help me carry my things, and I still have to eat for the month. Which sucks, doesn't it? Having to eat. So calling himself Jahamez. Typed how is Chris a predator? Which Chris? You mean Chris Stafford? Or, yeah, Chris Stafford. We should look at the stuff that he's been doing to me. You don't consider that predatory? You don't consider stalking somebody, screaming at them, making false accusations? You don't consider that predatory? Trying to get other people to harm an innocent man, you don't consider that predatory? Assaulting someone, is that predatory? Yeah, it absolutely is. This is a man with a long history of physically assaulting people. A long history of it. He's a felon, a convicted felon. Guess what? I'm not. This is also a man who has firearms, and I don't. Jahamez typed, he's my uncle. Well, I don't know if he's your uncle or not. I know that you're typing that he's your uncle. I've also had people claim that they were friends with some of Natalie Bollinger's family. Turned out they were just internet nut jobs pretending. I've had people get on here and pretend like they're some of my extended friends or family. I had people get on here and pretend to be Marie Long, who is my niece's grandmother. One of my niece's grandmothers. Meanwhile, what is today? Let's take a look on the phone. It says it is May 17th, Friday. As you may know, we did call the cops. Jahamez typed you should box him. No, I shouldn't. Matter of fact, dude, I'm just going to block you from my channel. I don't care if you want to pretend he's your uncle or not. I'm not here to have arguments. I'm here to get a stop put to your uncle. A stop put to Andrew Wolnez and Hunter Wolnez and David Martinez. Fucking violent-minded goddamn idiots. On the bright side, I got a camera here so I can take a picture of it before blocking him. Oh, come on. Chris decided just to be predatory towards me, but also others. See, and we get this guy here wanting to type stuff like crackhead, H, and GA. It's very racist area, just so you know. Hopefully one of those is legible. But what do we do with these people? You already know it. Right click. Oh, come on. Hide user on this channel, and voila. I don't have to deal with them anymore. But I can't do that in real life, can I? I speak up because somebody has to. Nothing changes if we don't work together. Here's the thing. It's way too much goddamn money. Andrew Wolnez kicked in the side of my vehicle and, well, pretty well fucked it up. I got 13 minutes to vacate the room here. My time would be up after that. So I have to leave here and I have to go out into public where I will be harmed. Oh, we got another person on here calling herself Samantha Paste. Had too much money to take a shower. Oh, and then we got another motherfucker on here typing racist shit. Goddamn, gotta get used to this, ain't we? What do we do with these people? I'd use her on this channel. Voila, magnifique. Pretty easy. There are no good people. Not in Tillamookkk anyway. There's nice people. No good ones. Ashlyn Hamilton typed to me. Really? Ashlyn Hamilton is apparently claiming to be in Tillamookkk, I guess. Or I might be understanding that wrong. Now, is Ashlyn an adult? Is Ashlyn in Tillamookkk? Does Ashlyn consider themselves a good person? doggedroman@gmail.com is my email address. If you message me there, let's see. Ashlyn typed, I don't live in Tillamookkk anymore, but I am from there. I would consider myself a good person. Yeah. The yellow wallpaper typed say. All right, well, Ashlyn, Dogged Roman, D-O-G. I'll type it in 3 different parts. D-O-G, G-E-D-R-O-M-A-N, and doggedroman@gmail.com. You can message me there. You're a good person. You'll help me to turn this in. I can send you evidence, quite a bit of it. There's also the fact that I don't have a place to sit down with it and organize it all. I have a Cash App. Cash App /Dogged Roman. That's it. Ashlyn typed, hi, Poppy. I don't know who Poppy is. Champagne Poppy typed, hey. Well, that would be Poppy, I guess. Anyway, I'll fill you in on some more of the racism later on, some more of the physical assaults. I was physically restrained. It was actually a torture technique, but whatever. No, I'm not chilling. I gotta try to come up with some money to get my stuff out of the impound, and that's not happening because one of my predators, David Martinez, has gone out of his way to illegally prevent me from having access to those things. I didn't do anything to go to jail in the world. Cursing is not a crime. And as far as what's an emergency and what ain't, well, that depends. Are there victims? Champagne Poppy type awfully loud for the library. Yeah, I get my own private room here. Am I spoiled or what? 3 hours a day, if I'm lucky. And that depends on the day, because on Sundays they're not open, and there's also bank holidays and a whole lot of other crap. But if you want to be out here trying to be a dick, go ahead and be a dick. How about we pay attention to the crimes that have been committed against me? Instead of whining about how loud it is at the library. You don't want me using the word whining, I'm sure. It makes you look bad or makes you feel bad or something like that, I'm sure, somehow. Some people can take it with a grain of salt. Some people can accept it like it is. Some people get argumentative and they want to make 10,000 suggestions. But, each their own. The thing is, what I have on here is specifically to get help stopping abuse. Someone calling themselves Mark Twain typed, how about the crimes you committed? Oh, I commit plenty. But this person is getting blocked because we already know what kind of a person they are. I'd use her on this channel. Do I admit to my crimes? Absolutely. I do so on this channel. As far as what crimes I've committed versus ones that I haven't, I've actually had to plead guilty to crimes that I did not commit in order to get evidence back. Why is that? Because I don't have any friends. I don't have any family who cares. Sure, I had people who claimed to be my friends and family. Do your friends and family care if you're assaulted? If you're assaulted, how long is it going to take your friends and family to help you turn it in? Good questions, right? So here's the thing, as an at-risk and disabled adult, I have about the same fucking rights as a child. Oh no, I have less. Because people actually care about children. to some degree. When it comes to speaking up for children, none of you do that. You say how wrong it is, but what steps do you take to tell the right people these things? Champagne coffee tech, how can I help Sean? What should I call this team of friends to help you? Just help, I guess. You can help getting a hold of me at doggedroman@gmail.com and conversing with me there to get started. You can help me by getting to know me and making phone calls with me. You could help by donating some money that I could use for eating, because if I'm spending all my money on all that other stuff, I'm not going to be able to eat. A lot of the stuff, there's people here who could help me. A lot of these drug addicts I've had to hire to help me because there's nobody else here who's going to. A lot of people volunteer, like Candy and her family. They just didn't follow through. There's also people who had evidence that just never came forward with it like they said they were gonna. Anyway, I got 4 minutes to get all my stuff out of here. I better get on that, and I better get to shutting down my computer. You can try sending me a little cash, something Western Union. I'm in Tillamookkk, Oregon. My name is Sean Schwartz, SHAWN. I'm sure they got a union, Western Union here somewhere. It could help me to get my car out of impound. It's got a lot of evidence of it. Evidence of child molesters, rapists, even a few murderers in there. Help to turn those people in. You can make the calls with me when I have to turn in my predators. Make the call literally. Be with me on the phone at the same time. When I send you evidence, I'm not sending you evidence just to send it to you. The reason I'm sending you that evidence is because if I send it in, I get treated like it didn't happen and they can't see it. The fuck? Something happens to my stream. The yellow wallpaper type murderers and child molesters. What? Well, you know what murderers are. You know what child molesters are. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's also the people that help them to get away. People like Officer Martinez. People like Officer Mike Reeves. Sorry. Sheriff's Department. That's with Mike Reeves. By the way, there's conversations that happen in there. I had to try to make some calls today that obviously didn't make them to because I was having to waste over 2.5 hours trying to get my computer started. They actually gave me an extra hour in the library, by the way. Awful kind of them, isn't it? Of course it is. Get a hold of me at doggedroman@gmail.com as soon as possible. I'm stuck out on the streets. I got my computer and some of my other evidence I have to carry, and I'm not capable of carrying it like that. There's a gentleman who's letting me keep it temporarily somewhere close to here so I can get some of my running around done. But as far as money goes, as far as the time goes with this stuff, a lot of you guys, you have time for YouTube. You have time for YouTube. You have time for YouTube. How many of these other people that I know say they don't have time for anything? And how many of them, after telling me they don't have time for anything, want to tell me about some YouTube thing they watched? saw this thing on YouTube. Yeah. So you do have time for YouTube. Good to know. That's what I took from that. See what my phone's at. 32%. It's better than nothing, right? None of these chargers work. Anyway, shit's too goddamn expensive. They use the term mentally ill to deprive victims on the streets of all of their rights. Rights that you believe we're supposed to have. Certain inalienable rights. But the reality is, that's not the truth. This person typed yellow wallpaper type, why is there a mark on your head? Well, that's because of a woman named Natalie Bollinger who got her head blown off. You don't go targeting innocent people the way that she did and not have consequences. The consequences for her, it was embarrassment and shame for things she'd actually done. And things that her family actually did. Natalie Bollinger never pretended I was a child molester or a rapist. No, she was embarrassed, so she pretended that I stalked her. And then, you know how telephone works. Next thing you know, I'm being harmed over things that I didn't do, and Natalie never claimed I did. Oh, you mean here? Yeah, that's from some people's... I thought you meant a mark on my head, like why are people harming me? But yeah, that's new. It's from a few days ago, actually. I was just scratching it earlier. Scratched off part of the scab. That's from the day I got out of the hospital. Somebody decided to throw something at me. I didn't see what it was or who threw it. What I knew is that something hit me in the head hard enough for it to fucking hurt. Knocked my vision wonky for a couple minutes. That's the way life goes. I don't live in the land of Tirnanog. Anyway, here at the library, there's a bunch of stuff I'm able to do. I gotta make a bunch of prints today, hopefully. Or a bunch of copies, which is another thing I don't have the money for. If you guys know how to use the Cash App thing, I am Dogged Roman on Cash App. And that'll allow me to have at least something to do something with. I do have a little bit of money, but it's not nearly enough to do all this. And by Monday, it's going to be a whole lot more expensive. To the person who claims that they used to live here in Tillamookkk. I was physically tortured by, well, first of all, they play the whole suicide thing to get you into a Bam Bam suit. It's a cement cell and it's fucking freezing. And then they pump cold air in. Now then, there's the chair that they strap you to. There's a way to strap the end of the chair. They don't have to physically harm you. And the chair is made in such a way that if they don't put it together properly, it physically harms you. And that's what they chose to do. They also didn't need to put me in the chair. They only did that to harm me. They only did that because after literally not doing their jobs and antagonizing their victims, they wanted to somehow justify their crimes. What they wanted to do was antagonize me into having a mental breakdown and then call up their mental health buddies. Now, mind you, these people work together unprofessionally. If you're a homeless person in Tillamookkk County, your guilt is just assumed. The yellow wallpaper typed, what's the grand total? Sorry, dude, I'm working and can't listen to all this. It's about $760. All said and done to get my car out. It'll probably be, well, they'll add $89 for each of the 2 days for this week. That'll be right about $1,000, like $960 altogether. So a lot. Maybe they'll make a special exception for me if I ask real nicely. I don't know. Getting it repaired, that's a simple fix. The repair on it is a simple thing. It's everything else that costs money. Now, if there's about $960, then I can go down there on Monday and get most of it taken care of in the morning. The one thing that I would have to wait on is for the officers to have time to sign off on it. And that way I can go down and take it to the Burdens Towing. Say, see, I got the little piece of paper here that says that they're releasing it. Right now, let's see, the yellow wallpaper typed. Can you drive it out? No, I can't. I got a bunch of vehicles behind me. So, no. And even if they didn't have vehicles behind it, it still needs to have the fuel pump either changed or unclogged. The officer's name is David Martinez. D as in David, M as in Martinez. Matter of fact, you could look up David Martinez. You can see his name in the news too. Also, here's another one for you. This person types, how theoretically can this happen if it doesn't run? Well, how do you repair a vehicle that doesn't run? You take it to a mechanic. I do have somebody who will help to take my vehicle to a guy who will work on it as a mechanic. It's not difficult to get the car running. It's a matter of having a place to get all of my stuff out of it. I got a fucked up back and I have to pay people to help me move it. In order to get access to the gas tank or to the fuel pump, you got to take up the rear seat. The yellow wallpaper typed, I mean, it doesn't drive. It does drive. It's a minor repair. It's a simple repair. If you are, never mind. I have to get out of here. I can't argue with idiots on that. I got to get this up and running. There's some serious stuff going on here that I need help stopping, including the situation with Andrew Wolnez, including the situation with Hunter Wolnez, the situation with their friends and their bullying. And in fact, they kept on beating the fuck out of my vehicle. Like my driver's door doesn't even close. Now, before you go, oh, well, I don't know why you'd want it, because it's full of fucking evidence. It's full of evidence of abuse. Abuse against me and other at-risk adults. And yes, I am an at-risk adult. And no, it doesn't run. It takes a simple fix to run it. It's a simple fix. I need to be able to take my stuff out of my vehicle and put it in storage so that it can be fixed, which is something I've been trying to get done for 5 months, but all I get is a bunch of idiots who have, why don't you this, why don't you that? Because I'm not fucking capable. That's why I hire people to help me. I don't have the physical ability to do this shit for myself. I do not have the physical ability. That's why I have to pay people like drug addicts out here. Because the drug addicts want their drugs. They'll work for their drugs. You're goddamn right they will. If they have to work a full 8 hours days, no, that's not going to help. Because they're not going to be able to work a full 8 hours. Well, there's people who volunteered to help. They're not on drugs, but did they show up? No, they didn't. It was always an excuse. And that's the thing, is that it is an excuse if you're not coming forward about it. My predators don't make excuses for not trying to hurt me. They make excuses why it's somehow okay to hurt me, why it's somehow okay to hit me, or beat the crap out of the side of my vehicle. The yellow wallpaper typed, I didn't ask for a dime. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's being an idiot. I didn't say you asked for a dime, you fucking moron. Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell is these dumb fucking cunts getting on here and fucking bleeding out their man John out my fucking channel? How about just leave me the fuck alone? If you're trying to help me, don't fucking make it about you, asshole. I didn't say you were asking me for a fucking dime, dude. No, I'm not lashing out at you for fucking asking me if I could drive the car out. I let you know I could not drive the car out. I already answered your fucking question, asshole. I fucking answered it over a fucking dozen times. I repeated myself after you asked it because you didn't get it the first dozen times. So if I answer you 10,000 more times, no, I can't drive it out of there. Are you going to understand, no, I can't drive it out of there? Or are you going to ask me again whether or not I can drive it out of there? No, I can't fucking drive it out of there. No, I cannot drive it out of there. No, I'm not capable of driving it out of there. No, 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 no. It is a simple fix. That's the problem. It's a simple fix. Nobody helped me to fix it. All these people promised to help me fix it, but never showed up, never kept their word. They wanted to say, give it to God, give it to Jesus, or I'm sick again. How about just stop typing? You want to call it weird? No, it's not fucking weird, dude. I'm having a mental fucking breakdown from trying to get help. From answering 10,000 fucking questions. All right. If you're a fucking work, then fucking work, you piece of shit. They're fucking paying you to work. Go to fucking work, dude. Stop fucking wasting their time and mine by doing this shit. You want to lend a hand? Send me some fucking money. And then this person, Jarvis J. So you'll push your car out of a lot and into a garage. No, I won't. I will have someone tow it to my storage and help me fucking clean it out. I got a guy here in town who's willing to do that. Fucking A. This is the thing. I'm fucking overwhelmed. That's why I asked for you to talk to me one-on-one.